What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. In this video, I just want to share with you guys a critical mistake that a lot of preppers make when they're selecting bug out locations or building bug out locations. If you're thinking of buying some land in a wilderness area and building yourself that perfect doomsday apocalypse, bug out location, cabin to ride out, SHTF and, Tiawaki. I want to just share something that I noticed a lot of preppers making critical errors, that could potentially expose them to security risks. Okay. And it's something very simple, and I've seen a lot of YouTube preppers doing this, and, a lot of big YouTube channels that claim to be ex-military, and I see that they're making critical security mistakes, so don't follow these guys, okay? Because they're going to cause you to, make the same mistakes that they do. All right. Use your common sense. All right. So what you're looking at here is just a topographical aerial photograph of a particular wilderness area here in upstate New York. I'm just using this as an example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys that mistake. All right. And you're looking at the aerial photo here of a wilderness area. Okay. You can see these green shaded areas represent New York State wilderness land. Okay. And these areas outside of the green shaded areas are private property. So, you could just see from the aerial photo here, you can see some of these light spots over here. And these are people's houses or cabins, whatever they are. Some of them could even be prepper properties that preppers bought up. And what I want to do is I just want to zoom in and show you the critical mistake that I'm talking about. And it's right in front of your eyes. And that's, like, for example, here, you see these light spots, they stand out immediately when you're looking at an area on an aerial photo or satellite map. You can see these light spots that contrast with the surrounding terrain, and it catches the human eye. It's not natural. It's not supposed to be there. Okay. So if we're zooming into one of these light spots here, okay, like this one right here. All right. If I zoom into that, you can see that this is actually somebody's house. All right. It's some kind of a cabin. It's in a very wilderness area. It looks like he's got a dirt road that goes through the woods here. All right, leading up to his property. And he's got this nice big grassy area here and a pond. It's beautiful. Okay. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's great for a hunting location, a weekend getaway, but this is not what you want your bug out location to look like. All right. I see a lot of guys on YouTube, a lot of big YouTube channels that show off their bug out locations, and they have these big, beautiful, grassy areas and landscaping, and they have, all these big open areas. And that's the critical mistake. Okay. The critical mistake is that when you create these big open spaces on your bug out location, somebody can see that very, very easily from a satellite. Okay. If I'm a marauder or I'm a bad guy, not all marauders are going to be just dummies that, randomly stumble upon people's homes and try to break in. Okay. A lot of marauders could be good people that become desperate and hungry, and they've done their research on certain areas that they feel that they can hit after SHTF. They may do prior research. Okay. They may research areas that they think they may want to hit if society collapses. Okay. Even your neighbors. Okay. Your neighbors, people in your town, in your county, they may look at satellite photographs just like I do. I look at satellite photographs because I'm a hunter and I'm an outdoorsman, and I use them to scout out hunting areas. And, when I look at these maps, it just immediately sticks out on the map. You can see, if I was just some random person and I was looking at this map here because I wanted to go hiking in one of these hiking trails in this wilderness area, and I'm looking at the map, and I'm not from around the area at all. I'm not a local. I may be from New York City, and I'm looking for a hiking area here. And these big open spaces just immediately, pop out to my eye. And curiosity, I'll say, oh, let me see what that is. What is that? And then I see that there's someone's house there. All right. That's going to, people remember things like that. Okay. You'll be surprised how many people look at these types of maps on the internet because they're planning out their hiking trips. They're, weekend warriors or, hipsters that want to go hiking in the mountains. And they look at maps like these. Okay. Probably millions of people have seen this same quadrangle that I'm looking at here, and probably have seen these homes here with their big open areas. Okay, they stick out like a sore thumb on an aerial photo. All right, you don't want to do that and broadcast your location to everybody that has access to Google Earth. All right, these days every idiot can get a cell phone and look on Google Earth and look on Google Earth and see, where your house is, where your property is. And, if you happen to have a bug out location or you're looking to build one, don't make this mistake. Okay, please, don't be stupid. All right, don't follow what these so-called experts on YouTube tell you. Okay, because it's a critical error to clear out your property and start, growing corn in the middle of a wooded area, because it's going to stand out. Somebody's looking at a satellite or aerial photo, they're going to see that. Okay. Just like I can probably find 5 or 10 houses in a matter of a minute right now. And if I was a marauder and I really wanted to potentially, raid people's homes after SHTF, these would be areas that I would probably hit, because a lot of these are secluded. If I have like a group of 10 or 20 guys, I could surround these cabins and overtake whoever's inside. And, that would be it. So, please don't broadcast your property and don't broadcast your location to the world. These days, everybody has access to Google Earth and aerial photos. So especially if you live in an area that's very close to like popular hiking trails, popular hunting areas, popular public lands that people may be using satellite photos to investigate places where they're going to hike or camp or hunt. Okay. They're probably going to see your property if you have this wide open space. All right. When they're looking at those satellite photos, and they're going to remember that. They're going to say, okay, I remember this when I was looking at this photo that there's a house there. Maybe we should go and see if we can get some supplies there. You have to, if you're going to build a bug out location, you have to understand what is it for. Okay. It's not a weekend getaway location. It's not a hunting cabin. It's not a weekend retreat. It's a bug out location. It's a doomsday bunker. Okay. Your bug out location is not going to be your weekend getaway home. All right. It's purposely built for surviving the collapse of society, and it has to have certain security mechanisms built in, and you need to really take it seriously. Okay. It's not a weekend getaway. All right. It's not a vacation home. All right. This is something that's purposely built, and clearing out all your property and having a beautiful lawn and a nice big place for, your kids to play. That's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. But if it's a bug out location, I would seriously reconsider doing that and not do that at all. All right. Because as you see here, these people, they stick out like a sore thumb. All right. Here's another one right here where there's actually a hiking trail that goes through this area, and you can see this big property here. Okay. If I'm a bad guy, or even if I'm not a bad guy, I'm just a regular person, look at this. This stands out like a sore thumb. Okay. Don't do that. All right. Keep your footprint small. Don't build a big mansion in the woods. Okay. And clear out everything where people are going to be able to see it on a satellite map. Okay. Have a small cabin, and build it in the woods. Don't have like a huge lawn and a huge open area, okay? Because people are going to see that on satellites, all right? And some of those people may not have good intentions. So, that's pretty much it for this video. And I'll do more videos like this in the future. So stay tuned to my channel. As always, take care. God bless. And don't forget the 3 Ps: prepare, practice, and persevere.